Hello.
Hey everyone.
I go live as soon as I finish my hot pocket.
How's everyone doing today?
Are we current?
Yep, we're live.
Sweet.
Bruh, I need to actually open
Hi
the chat.
Kuva.
Queen.
Time to see if I can connect to the chat.
I'm sure they're coming.
You know, I need to connect.
How big is Saren's Kavat? Oh my god.
That's enough, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning into the stream. It's been fun.
Oh my god. You guys are a riot already. So yeah, as you guys pointed out, we got some new art. Gotta love Fiverr, am I right?
Gotta love Fiverr.
Shout out to Green Wing Studio for making us some amazing little Cephalons that we can use now.
How cute. Look how cute mine is. I'm so happy. They're all so precious.
Wow, Logan, way to just walk out of the picture.
God damn it.
I was trying to overfocus you or overshadow you. Here we go.
Are none of you guys gonna give me a proper handshake in return?
Oh shit, is that? Oh, that's what you were doing. Okay.
Good boy.
Oh, sorry. That's the fight one.
Okay.
Okay. Handshake.
What a man.
Two beautiful ladies.
You know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'll play you a wonderful song on my shots.
You buy one?
Yep.
They got Shawswin Hero rolling.
I'm really bad at Shasman Hero. I'm not coordinated enough.
Alright, so what we're gonna do while we talk is we're gonna try to get the achievement 6 bounties in 60 minutes.
Which means we're doing easy bounties, cause
We almost did it last night without paying attention. We got to, we had one left at
We have one left
minutes?
at 55 minutes, yeah.
so we did not get it done, unfortunately.
Why not put on my Shawswin? Oh, because it's the emote.
Yeah, nice. Anyway, for those who haven't been to the stream before, welcome. We're CephalonChat, where information goes to die. So this is our cool, sick, nasty second stream.
See, that's what I'm saying. You need the collection of Shawswin.
It'd be fun. It'd be a good time. But
What's it say? Okay, nice. We're currently 8 friends.
8
Man.
friends, 8 operators.
Yeah.
7 million registered losers.
This-
Oh man. Don't worry, I will never call you guys losers. But so today's agenda, as we're getting into Fortuna, which Fortuna Pride. Woo.
Yeah, we figured we'd do them because, you know, for Fortuna Pride.
Yeah, you know. We'll be themed.
Wow.
It's cute. It's
I
great.
can't believe it. Thank you for the follow, Epic Redeemer.
Is that
Long-time
Matt?
fan of the show.
A long time fan of the show.
Him and Lurf were part of our beta.
Beta, we say.
Our beta. Did the pop-up happen? I was messing around with that.
I don't know. No, I just saw he was in chat, so I said thanks for the follow.
Nice.
Oh, he didn't follow. What a rude.
You know what? I'm hurt, Matthew.
Boost.
Alright, so today's first topic on the agenda is the broken Warframe, and after most of us thinking of cool abilities.
Yes. After long.
Yeah, alright, you know
hours
what? Look, I had a lot of other work to do, so,
Don't worry. Last night I laid in bed for about 2 hours and I wrote down, what was it, deconstruct? And that was about it.
Good, I'm glad I'm
Sick.
not the only one. I'm sure Becky has like a whole paragraph of thoughts that she's written out.
Oh yeah, no, and it's written in it's Times New Roman, MLA style.
Yeah, I knew it.
Why am I bad at games?
How'd you go down?
Cause I face checked a bunch of MOAs. You know, even though I have a sniper and, you know, the Redeemer on, you know, face check them. Why not?
Alright, so what do you think we should start? Should we just start passive?
Yeah,
I
I'd say we
guess-
just start with the passive.
Because I think passive, and of course, anyone in chat, we really prepared for this. Yeah, see, adore you. Deku knows.
Like, who knows?
He at least wrote them down.
We got somebody who's prepared.
Well, I'm glad someone is.
Alright.
Okay, so, yes, passives.
Do we want to start with ours or go for everyone else's first?
I think start with what we got.
Go ahead, Becky, you start. Because
Oh, I start.
we all know I have ideas, right?
You're funny thinking I am like the pinnacle of ideas here.
I mean, we can always just build off what you have. That was the main
Well,
intention.
See, I think. Okay, so my whole thing is that it's based off of like broken-y Warframe parts, right?
Yeah, it's based off of like
so
remnants of Warframes being held together with void energy,
being
from what I
held together.
remember.
Well, I saw one and I kind of liked it, but I think it needs tweaking about like how they can like repair based off of like salvage found in missions, but I also think that if they're talking about like, you know, the actual salvage that you get in missions, I don't know how much I vibe with that, because can you get salvage from every mission? Like, I understand
You can't get salvage itself from every mission, but you can get they probably meant like different materials.
well, yeah,
in general.
and I think that would be cool.
Yeah, because I had the idea, kind of like necro, but less. Or not reroll, but essentially everything kill gets an increased chance to get, say, either ammo, health, energy, whatever drops they would have, I guess, but just increased chance for more rather than re-rolling it directly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly how, but that's what I was starting with. Just like can pick up, kind of like Becky was saying, it would pick up X like spare pieces they would find from enemies you kill. So like you beat up a MOA, you pick up a little scrap from them, add it onto your cell. That, or the other idea we had, which could be the one as well. I was gonna say 1-2, but I like the idea of like stripping either health or armor or shields or all of the above from energies. Like we had I think we were talking like almost like a send out a pulse of void energy. So then it would like collect anything and say like based on your range, you would
Kind of like
then...
Hildren's Pillage, where she rips shields and armor from enemies.
Yeah, exactly. But it would be off like same like Necros, off things you've already killed or living things.
Oh, so okay, yeah. So you had to have
So it's
already
like
killed it first.
So that's what I'm thinking. I wanted to say a lot of. It seems a lot of Warframes nowadays are a lot more complicated with their abilities. So one of the ideas was like either like it would be different if you hold, like press would do one ability as holding it would do another. So say like if you press it, it would loot from the dead, or then if you hold it, it will like pull like extra shields from the living. But if you pull, or it would say pull like shields or armor or health from the living, or if you use it on the dead, it will just pull like direct armor off them.
Yeah,
Right, so-
I saw one where it was like it focused around different abilities. Like the Warframe had like 4 different passives, like a passive for his legs, a passive for his arms, passive for his chest, passive for his head.
See, the thing I don't like about that is because that's just okay. First off, that's just making it outrageously complex, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And also, like, it's one Warframe now, technically. Like,
Yeah, I think that was
it's
like
not
our point against.
4 different Warframes. It's one Warframe collecting. Well, it's one Void Boy collecting parts from other like destroyed frames in order to build itself and keep itself together. It's like it's a hive mind. There we go.
Yeah, I think like it is like the void itself should have its ability. The pieces or the warframes that it picks up are just kind of like its supplementary shell.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be cool for abilities too, or what we were saying.
We had a few ones about disassembling parts, but also being able to like control those parts.
Okay, so that was the other one. Yeah, so I like the almost like a pet, not really, but having a say like you would the ability would be like you break your leg or your arm or another piece of you like breaks off and starts like fighting with you. One's more of a goofy than realistic that I can see, but I feel like it'd be pretty funny.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool going back real quick to like the previous one about different items. Like if they're dead or alive, I'd say like different pickups, like limiting it to a certain, to like, you know, health pickup or pickups, you know, pickups you can get in every kind of mission.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if we're doing Fortuna Pride, I gotta break out the K drive.
Oh,
Ah, how funny, I don't even have mine equipped.
I have mine because I'm not lame. I'm hip with the kids, you know.
My fully modded K drive, might I add. Flex on
Okay,
the
so
haters.
flex it.
Have we complete the bonus objective already?
It's up until...
Alright, 2 down. I need to root a systems for bleeding pottery? Yeah, bleeding body ephemera.
Sick.
Nope, got his ass. Okay, let's see, we got Cosmonaut. He has sentient-like passive where he adapts one type of damage at a time, but he only gets that one and is weaker to all of the damage until it's changed. Yeah, see, that's what we were
Yeah,
saying.
but I was saying
it's very
that...
much, it's like it's not a sentient. Yeah, it's void for sentient. It's like they're pretty close, but they're not.
Yeah, especially
exact.
because Void absolutely destroys sentience.
Yeah.
Exalted Limb. Let's just talk
Yes.
about that joke. Let's get it out of the way. He
Yeah, so that one was
removes
the
his
best
leg.
idea we had.
He removes a
Exalted
limb and
Limb
uses
works
it
like
as an
exalted.
exalted weapon. So it's like Iron Staff or Exalted Blade. So I think that's the best running one we have. Just removes arm. Like, of course you'd have like a minus in your health because you're not like you're using your arm to beat somebody with. But also, it's an exalted weapon because it's literally just void.
Exactly.
So it'd be pretty sick. But the only idea that I had that I guess would not so much have the I guess not so much have the frame be like its own individual self is that, and this would be like tricky to do, I think, but for like an ult, it can like, if it could like take apart, heavy air quotes, of another warframe in your party, which
Ooh, that'd be cool. Like take abilities from that warframe.
take an ability, like, and they would take apart, which I think, I don't I don't know if they like. I don't know if it'd be great
That's
if
cool.
they just took a whole part, and then like there was nothing that happened to the Warframe they like stole ability from. Like, of course, like originally I think like, oh, if they're literally like taking a piece from this Warframe, they should like lose health. But also I feel like that's a little unfair.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
like a give and take kind of thing? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there should be that. I think if anything, you should get the benefit of the ability, but at like a lesser, with less of a benefit.
Yeah, and I don't think you should.
Like
I don't know. I don't know.
say you
I
have a
don't know
Trinity,
why,
say you take Energy Vamp,
Yeah.
you would get you would only steal like half the energy that she would, basically.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I should base it so much off of people's like builds specifically. Just like default max rank energy vamp. Because I think that'd be easier than catering to half of someone's specific build. But well, I don't know. What do I know? But I don't think they should be able to take like ults. Like I think it'd be a little ridiculous if you got a broken frame and then like a mesa and you both are just sitting using your regulators.
Yeah, that's why it wouldn't be like. I would assume they can't. Air quotes. That's not exactly what they are, but that would be hilarious. Like I could see it. Like I think we were saying, like, kind of dumbed down, but say like like a lesser version. It doesn't go off, or even say like they get like the unmodded version rather than like based off of Ace's power strength. That could be funny because then like like you were saying, like if you have a Volt, then you can borrow like their speed buff, or if you get a Nova, you can get like their the teleport or something else like that. But you just get it at like a disadvantage. And again, that's kind of borrowing other Warframe abilities rather than new ones.
Yeah, which I don't. I want primarily most of the abilities to be. I would want most of the abilities to be new.
See,
But if
I
there was
think
one about taking Warframe parts, I wouldn't mind.
I think a little bit of randomness in his kit would be pretty cool. Like an ability, say is one, where it'll pull from any Warframe ability, and you get the benefits of that ability for you know, just like with the varying duration. Kind of
But
like
I
how
think-
Revenant can enthrall anything, but certain things have a lot less, like more of a resistance, I guess. So it has less duration on the enthrall.
Well, yeah, but also I think any ability is excessive. You cast your one, which is like the first ability you get.
Okay, what
And
if what
then
if it randomly
somehow you
took
get,
from?
Exalted.
What if it randomly took from one of the abilities in your party? So it kind of works on like that
Yeah, that narrows it down easier.
that
'cause then
scavenger kind of thing that you were talking about.
Mhm.
I mean, of course, no one's gonna like the randomness, and it will not be an ability.
Yeah, it's just a funny idea.
But I like randomness in anything.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. Also, welcome, Nightingale. We were a little busy talking, and I didn't quite get to say hello, but hello. Also, previous question answer for Matt. I don't know how long we plan on going. We never know how long we plan on going.
Okay, nice. Yeah, thank you, Deku. This really helps. Okay, so we had when activated the broken Warframe. Oh, sorry, Deku. It's just small and I'm having trouble. When activated broken Warframe breaks all its shield down for armor, or like converts.
Oh, that sounds
converts its
really
shield for armor.
cool.
Yeah, because then it's like you can do like a funky build like you have for your reverse, like what you have for Wisp. You just build all shields and then just drop it all.
For armor. Yeah, that'd be super cool. Like where I have my Wisp built only for power strength, and when I drop my moat, I just get 3,000 health.
Just imagine having a mag with you.
Yeah. Although you'd want someone that would give you overshield, so probably a Volt. I think Volt gives the most amount of overshields. the
Yeah.
fastest.
Okay, yeah, that was another good one we like started talking about. So we had like for the passive, it's like if you're to hit critical health, then it will sap health from either enemies or allies nearby to like
Yeah, I
heal you.
remember talking about that one. It's when I
that'd be
brought up
cool.
the Enos revive mechanic, because I'm pretty sure that's one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, where you can just stand near him.
What are we doing? No, it's just a kill mission.
I liked we had from one of them we had void, so it's like you charge up a big you charge up the spirit bomb and drop it on an enemy.
That'd be pretty. Okay, it is a funny ha-ha, but also like there should be like some. I feel like there should be some kind of void blast.
Thank you, Sylvie Dragon, for following. Oh, also, was that like really loud for you guys? How loud was that?
I can't hear it because I can't properly run the stream.
I know. I'm. That's why I'm
Wi-Fi
asking
big bad.
the chat.
Whatever status effect you have applied will inflict. Yeah, see, that could be a thing too.
Yeah, we thought of a good few abilities, but unfortunately, the thing we're thinking of doing is we're trying to narrow it down to like the best kit we could possibly give.
I definitely well, like we were talking about before, you have like the bread and butter of a kit, which would be like the 1. And then you have, cause like think for example, you got Saern's spores, that's on her 1, right?
Yeah.
That's the bread and butter of her kit. I would definitely say that the wisp motes are the bread and butter of her kit. Hildren, not really, just because her 1 is her exalted weapon.
True.
But probably not with Trinity either.
Yeah, like right now,
Oh,
Meg
like
is
that.
the pole.
Yeah, so it varies, but you should definitely have that bread and butter ability.
Yeah.
It's like I'd say either 1 or 2 are usually like the most used. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like just like I was saying, like I love how all your other abilities are fueled off of like the stacks you get from 1. I feel like that's another thing that could be like you just always pick up your something, scrap, salvage, blank, and then that or like say I don't even know. I went tangent-y.
Or maybe like every time he hits an enemy, they get like a stack of void or whatever. I think he should definitely. Yeah. Well, the void's always been a status.
Has it?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, I don't know. I just
Void
don't
is that.
know what
do you
it
think
looks
the
like.
operators use?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know, but like I don't ever actively think about seeing the void little status marker.
Tell me you don't have a void build.
A void build.
All right, Mr. Pro Gamer.
I think if you don't use chromatic blade, I'm pretty sure Excalibur's exalted blade does void damage. No, maybe? No.
Yep.
I don't think
Well,
so.
I use
I
chromatic
lied.
blade.
Don't listen to me. I didn't. I said before we weren't experts.
We're not experts. We literally came up with exalted limb, okay? Like.
See, last night I had some other like interesting pass. Like, you can it's like you get the same abilities as your operator, or it's like you have like your amp ability.
Oh, so
say,
you
your
like
one
get
would be,
your
like you either fire like if you have delays, it just fires thing, but then if you have the Shrek,
you're
the
cutting
other
out a little
ones.
bit.
okay, swag.
You just
how's
don't get
this?
transferred. That sounds better currently, but you
See,
also
that's what I
only
thought. Yep, yeah, just let me know if I'm cutting clipping.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Cool.
Yeah, that was passive number 1 I was thinking of last night. Don't get affected by static.
Transference static.
That's literally what I was just thinking
That's
in my
a really
head. No transference
simple. Like there's a lot of warframes with just simple passives, and that's a pretty good one.
Ah, yes, Nova, vacuum.
Well, that
Wukong
was...
can die 3 times and gets different buffs every time.
Gotta love it.
I mean, I like that passive because I die a lot in missions, as
Yep.
we can see.
I like my vacuum passive.
It's kind of hilarious how big they vary sometimes.
I definitely think one of the abilities I want to put in is convert all shields into armor. That one's super cool.
Yeah, I think that'll go in our final kit. I really would like to have the like take an ability from somebody in your
That should be the ultimate, if anything.
All right.
Your survivability is usually the 3, right? Because like 2's
Yeah.
mobility, I guess.
It switches between 2 and 3. They're like interchangeable almost.
No.
Let's see, abilities. What is Meg's a bit passive? Bullet jumping pulls in nearby items for easy collection. Okay, so like that's like pretty basic, but also not really cool. Pulls in items. Good thing I have a vac.
Got him, boys.
Alright,
Let me see if I
5
have them
nails.
scanned, because I don't think I did. One more left.
Yeah, and then we can fish while we plan our final list.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think we also have to think of like cool creative names. Yeah, so we were the alt we had to cancel because it doesn't work because that's another sentient one. But yeah, I think we brought that up too, where it would be like you what was it? It was like Genji alt. Thank you, that helps. We had it
Oh
so it'd
yeah,
be,
you
like,
summon
one of
the...
you summon one of the sentients, like comes up behind you and does like their big attack.
You know what could be a cool... Like, if Revenant was getting a rework kind of thing,
Exactly,
I think
that works so much better.
that would be really good. Or when the sentient sends out the mag waves, you know, when he like screams when you break a limb. I think that'd be a cool ability on
Didn't
our boy.
Yeah,
on
didn't we? I
Revenant.
don't remember who mentioned it, but didn't we talk about having the since we talked about it should have something that nice job, by the way.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
But
I was reading
didn't
chat for a second.
oh, I was gonna res you. I was like 2 feet away. But didn't we talk about how like we should bring back, like we should have the broken frame have like a transcendence ability?
Transcendence.
Yeah, the chest laser.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it's technically made of. It's
that'd
technically
be
wood.
cool.
That could be like its one.
You could do
Its
that as
one is
the
just some
one,
basic
yeah.
damage.
Yeah, because like they do that for all of the elementals. We got like Ember. Their ones are both like shoot out fireball / electric bolt. So his would be like he'll jump and fire out the chest laser.
Like he legitimately just looks like the operator doing it.
Or it could change based on focus schools, and you could go back to the original way it was. Because one of them used to fire out like these big staggering waves. I think that's a cool one.
It's kind of like how Chroma has, like, you know.
Okay, cool. Okay, we got second ability makes the enemy corrupted, turns them to your side like Nyx, but it corrupts them. Yep, quick rip Nyx. Nyx is garbage now.
Rest in pieces.
Lo-fi hip hop beats to wait for your Nyx rework too.
It's very bottom text of you to say.
Ultimate makes you a perfect copy of a Warframe, but your abilities are slightly glitched due to brokenness.
Oh,
Yeah.
that could be really
That's
cool.
really good.
Oh man,
quality
like
concept.
instead of stealing energy, like for the Trinity example, you stole health instead. That could be really cool. That'd be a lot of programming.
Yeah, but then honestly, what's the point in making other Warframes? Just make the broken Warframe and then...
I really like that one. Who came up with that one?
You'll test out any Warframe ever. You won't even need to...
Koala, that's a really cool ultimate. Man, I wish I put on my wolf sledge instead of the heliocore, but I wanted to
His
level it.
passive makes broken mods give more than rather.
Oh, like the flawed mods? Yeah, but so many people have
Yeah.
sold theirs.
I think I still have mine.
That'd be funny. You'd have to put those back in rotation, or let you buy them from Samaris or something. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I think that one's good, but I also think it's a little silly. But then again, exalted limb. Like I don't have room to talk.
Yeah, if it's like void energy, I think we're having like the idea, or going off the idea that it's like it's the void and that's
Woohoo! 60 and 60, or 6 and 60.
nice. So
Sick.
going off the idea, yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Brooke has exalted limbs. He has exalted fist.
Does he really?
Yeah, Brooks 4 is his exalted kicks and whatnot. It's fist kicks.
Oh my
Brooke's
god.
4. Golden wind.
Are we gonna go fish, you guys?
Yeah, let's go fish.
Yeah.
Sick.
Let's,
Alright.
where's the fishy spot?
Over here. Well, this is the indoor one.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
It allows me to alt tab and not worry about something coming and killing me. But see, I think the thing is, I think we have a bunch of good ideas, but also we have to narrow it. Like we decided that we're narrowing down to like one. Like,
One set that we can all
post-
submit as, you know, the CephalonChat community.
Yeah. How do I get into this cave?
So I definitely think 2 or 3 should be the convert shields into armor. That'd be super cool.
Yeah, like that's
4, I really like the how the perfect copy, but it's slightly off.
That'd be really cool.
He should have should he have some kind of mobility, kind of like maybe like a void. Well, I guess Limbo kind of already has a void step.
Yeah, if anything, I think they should have like like a different dash.
Yeah, they should try to stay away from being too like.
No, there's no hotspot. Why is there never a hotspot when we come here now?
It doesn't matter.
Cause y'all have lame.
The Stunna is the good one, right? Or is
Yeah,
that the small one?
The opposite of whatever Becky has is the good one. Oh, okay, so I put a die down in the care mode.
Becky, what's the one you have on right now?
The shock prod.
Okay, so yeah, the opposite of whatever she has is the good one.
Oh, okay.
Care mode.
Yeah, right? I got a care mode too. Okay, but there's 3 care modes on my...
Oh,
There's
yeah.
Nothing.
Oh yeah,
on my
there's
screen.
another one right here.
Put a care mode and a Synethid bait down, so...
There's literally
Yeah,
nothing
so-
on my screen, so I'm just gonna sit here and cry.
Okay, yeah, of course you have your fishing rod out.
Do I have my fishing rod out? He asked. So
I don't
you guys
know,
were
fishing's
insulting
been
me
really
2 seconds
bugged
ago.
since the updates.
Oh, okay. Synethid.
Like I
Maybe if
can't
I just
I can't cycle
jump in.
my
Yeah, Just,
oh,
yeah,
Synethid.
like jump in or put your rod away or take it back out again.
No, come back.
we jumped in. Okay, put my rod away. I'm gonna shoot the water out of rage.
Oh my god,
Oh
Becky,
my
you
God,
jumped in and it
we're
scared
so
the fish away.
cramped.
If I can't, oh,
We're
there's
so
one.
cramped on this one rock.
They're
You guys
also
are
tiny,
clipping
though.
into my
I'll go stick over here so we're not too close.
I just got a magnificent scrubber. First fish. Get wrecked.
Synethid.
Nice.
There was a Synethid, but I scared him off because he was by the 2 scrubbers.
Oh, cats are fighting an osprey drone. Osprey?
They could probably kill it. Probably.
Maybe there was a hotspot here. I'm getting a lot of fish.
Mm.
I've only gotten scrubbers. But no, so
No.
do we have an agreement about the first ability?
Which one? The that was weird.
The, like an offensive
Yeah, like real transcendence hour.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
so yeah, we have one's our chest laser,
Chest laser.
void beam. That's the other thing. We have to think of cool name.
Our second ability should be host migration in progress.
Heck.
Every time you use it, somebody gets kicked from the party and is replaced with a different warframe.
Ooh. See, that's really good.
Oh,
too.
like,
Their ability's void static, where it becomes harder to be
yeah,
harder
like
to be shot by
Mirage.
doing.
Like Mirage
Yeah.
2. Yeah, like Mirage 2. In
Kinda-
night, I guess. In the dark.
Your body's a little stuck between transference. Small boy, oh my god. Rascal.
Damn,
Logan,
those
your
cinnamon
head got
legs
in the way
are
of my shot. Why are there so
off
many
the hook.
Karamotes?
Becky, you were complaining about no fish 30 seconds ago.
I just got a bunch of fish. Leave me alone.
Cinnamon.
Oh my god, basic Synthid. 0 points.
He's under the rock.
Ooh, Jason, so you gotta reach that little shot there. But actually good, unlike Mirage.
Oof, oof, you should.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, unless you've seen Mirage is the new ESO meta.
She is truly.
Ooh.
And every
Five.
time so far, Jason has outshined build than my 4-4.
A no form of Mirage build is like destroying anything.
Yeah, you should know that I have only ever formed 2 warframes, Oberon Prime and Wisp 7 times.
7. How about 100 form?
I actually don't know how many times I formed a Wisp. I put an aura into her, and I know I put an umbral into her. I don't know how many others.
In case you guys can't tell, Wisp is Jason's favorite warframe.
Yes, by far.
I got a boot 1 fish ago, so that's pretty big.
Oh,
I have
heater.
like 6. I have like 4 boots. It's frustrating.
He boot too big for his
For your
goddamn
feet.
So he just threw it in a pond.
But so we have the first one. Do we decide what our second would be?
Here, let's write. I'm gonna write this down. Our
Yeah, you
chat.
write it down.
Okay, so we're gonna say 1. Oh, that's exclamation points. Or void beam. Which is fires a beam of void energy from frame's chest. Just gotta do in brackets like the operator. Okay, so we got 1, and then we're gonna do. Okay, so yeah, what were we got for 2?
Do we want to have 2 as the shields into armor, or whatever combination we plan on doing for that? Or do we want 2 to be like the mobility?
We say mobility, or are we just gonna go with?
I ain't sure.
utility, I
Well, like
guess?
mobility defense, like mobility stealth kind of thing, I guess would be 2.
That could be like the that could be like our add-on to the. What was it? Like Cosmonaut was just saying, like that would be like their little void ability. Which I guess it would almost be like Shatter Shield, but it's like your frames or the void. It's like you're more or less phasing out of reality, so you're harder to hit.
Yeah, we can't have a complete step into like the void cough limbo cough.
Okay. Just...
Part of me also wants to do something with the tendrils that are all over his body.
Yeah, exactly.
Like someone that
I
like
feel like that'd be cool.
Maybe it
latches
could
out
like,
and like
yeah,
saps
latch
health or
out.
something.
Latch out and saps health, where it could be used as like an entangle kind of thing.
Oh yeah, like a big CC ability.
Ooh, yeah.
That'd be really
Okay,
cool.
would have to. Okay, I'm gonna reach. There's a bit. Wow.
Hang on,
Morpheus grass.
you're flickering.
That. Yep. Okay, so the think ability where, depending on more strength, the more tendril pop out, grabs and latches onto enemies for X amount of. And then while doing so, we can have it does like a drain ability or something. Too.
Yeah. Oh, you know, good kit synergy? It fills up your shields.
Ooh, okay, yep, that's good. That's good.
That's solid. That's meaty.
I think we do that as our 2 and 3, or we can do it as the 1 instead and make that the basic damage.
I think keep Void Beam for the 1, and then that can be like, that'll be like the tactical, because then it's almost like Nidus's, but it doesn't like group them up. It's more just like grabs them.
Yeah, it'd cast in like a big circle kind of thing, and it would latch onto anything that's in the circle, kind of like Hildrim 4.
Yeah, so you could just see like a cool like. I love the. You can definitely tell that like the void energy's gotta be. That's gotta be like the energy. Purple or having like a pink or blue, just tentacle, just reach out and then just like latch onto them, sucking them.
Yeah.
So, not that kind of suck.
That sounds cool.
I think
it's a full kit then, right? So one's our void beam.
One I got void beam, fires a beam of void energy from the frame's chest.
Yeah, we have to think about like a costs as well, because I definitely think
exactly.
2 should be the latches onto, because and make 3 the more, and make the convert shields into armor the more expensive one.
Yeah.
Okay, so what should we name for 2? Should have, because it's okay. So it's tentacle, but it also what do we got?
Inserts terrible redacted name.
Void leech.
Good, yeah. Because we were talking about leech is a good one.
Sapping tendrils. I don't know. That's too long.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
You could do void leech sapping tendrils. Where'd my fishing pole go? Why is it not in my hand?
We put them together.
Did it get stolen?
It just disappeared.
Together. I'm just gonna write this down. It's gonna be called Ching.
Gonna be called what?
Leeching tendrils.
Leeching tendrils. That's a good one.
So then it's like a bit of both. That
yeah.
So it's going to be.
That energy orb is having a time of its life.
Me tries to take it. Him not equipped to take it. Somebody just threw a weapon at us. Oh my god, time to kill all of them. What a shame it is to be Corpus. Fell into the water.
Wombs children.
Okay. Tendrils are released from the frame to grab nearby enemies in a circular area, or I guess in a. What would it be? Released from the tendril to grab.
Void siphon.
Grab nearby enemies and. Ooh, yeah, void siphon's good too. Released from the frame to grab nearby enemies. Shields.
Okay, so while Logan's writing real quick, I'm dumb. So Jason deployed a glyph in the water. You probably saw that if you were watching. I thought
it was
it was something. I thought it was something, right? So I threw my fishing pole down there and I fished up a boot.
Oh really? That's funny.
Yeah. Can I get another boot? I cannot.
Ooh, kitty critties. Oh crap. Amateur.
I put a dye in the water just for you guys.
So what do we got, Logan?
I'll name.
You'll name.
We got Void Beam, Leeching
Okay.
Tendrils, and
Yep.
Self-Sacrifice.
Oh, that's a good one. Self-sacrifice.
So that'd be like take
like
the
that.
energy, and it gives you the shields. You
All right,
take
and
the shield,
then our
it gives you armor.
four is turn into a Warframe, but with like a glitchy kind of thing.
Are we fully deciding that?
Do you want to do something different?
No, it's just my idea got tossed aside. I'm kidding.
It's the it's your idea that got expanded.
Expanded, he says.
Which one were we saying for the 4? The steel one?
Yeah,
copy?
the copy.
Cool. Okay. Don't worry, we're gonna have some hot takes here. Okay, so
Remnants of the past.
my favorite named person in the chat, Gay and Depressed. How do you guys feel about the state of the game right now? As in updates we have been getting, and then part 2, TBH, I don't care for it. Scarlet Spear was like unattractive. Half and half I agree, because we did Scarlet Spear maybe 5 times. I'll say I've done it maybe 5-6 times max.
Oh my god, I've done it
Within the
like
2 months. I
Yeah,
didn't love it, but I didn't hate it.
Jason,
But
I
we're
played it a
definitely
lot.
gonna have the Scarlet Spear discussions coming up where we're gonna go off, so
yeah.
don't worry too much.
Well,
But for
we
state
can
of the
turn
game,
state of the game. God.
state of the game that we can discuss too.
We'll combine. We'll
We
combine.
We can bring it up with
Scarlet's-
Scarlet Spear, yeah.
Yeah, Scarlet Spear
Yeah.
/ State of the Game. Since Scarlet Spear is about to end.
And we do have
5 days left. Got to get your
I need to buy some
Arcanes.
arcanes.
Is this month? Okay, does this month have a 31st? Okay, no, okay. So it is, yeah, 10 days until Glassmaker, or 10 days until Nightwave Act 2 stops.
Hopefully
Sick.
Glassmaker starts that same or like
Glassmaker.
the Sunday of.
Mm.
One can only hope.
Glass maker. More like glassed maker.
Glassed.
It's a it's a Nightwave where we kill Ergo Glass and I get all my credits back after donating to his gosh dang syndicate.
Okay, yeah.
Your
Yes,
credit.
I'm gonna agree. Okay, player crazy, yeah.
Rip Jason's Basmu exploit 100% yes.
Yep.
State of the game
Essentially
ruined. Oh, it's awful. Basmu got
he
patched.
he was so sad about
What's the
it.
point in
I
playing?
poured 4 Formas into that just for it to be patched the next day.
Well, yeah. Why do you think it got patched?
The build I have is still pretty good though. I just
yeah,
have to-
my quick Scarlet Spear take, I found that it was definitely the best. You don't get enough from doing Eidolons. Like we've done, what we said, like 35, and I've bought more of my arcane graces and
Yeah,
energized. than I
I'm
have.
so happy that Scarlet Spear gave every arcane. It may have ruined the arcane market, but
Oh yeah.
I think it's good, especially for new players, because that's another thing you have to think about. Like, this event was, sort of geared to more casual players, I guess, because
Yeah.
it gave you the opportunity to get arcanes without honestly trying too hard.
Jason, would you like to explain how the exploit worked?
Oh, here we
Okay,
go.
so the way the Basmu exploit worked, I wouldn't say that I took advantage of it. I just had a lot of fun with it. Essentially, every time when you were under the influence of Arcane Avenger or any kind of crit, I think it was only Arcane Avenger or Smita buff, but essentially the healing pulse every time it pulsed, it would duplicate every mod you had equipped. And I had it pulsing like 5 times, meaning I got 5... Oh, exponentially, I should add. It exponentially duplicated the mods. So you got 1, then you got 2, then you got 4, then you got, what is that, 12? Right? I don't know, I failed math. But it would exponentially duplicate the mods you had equipped. So you essentially, after like the 5th pulse, you had like 20 or so heavy calibers and serrations proccing. It was pretty spicy.
Yeah, 16. Thank you. 4 times 4 equals 16.
I was thinking 4 times 3. Okay, in my defense. So
we ain't the brightest here at CephalonChat.
Did you take a screenshot of the number?
no, what the negative blue, the negative shield damage number? No, I didn't manage.
It would do roughly 10 billion damage. Negative 10 billion shield damage.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
It was absolutely ridiculous.
Still wasn't enough to kill a level 100 sentient though. Just gonna put that one out there. Despite it doing true damage. Not salty at all.
I missed the Synthid. Why are they so tiny?
Yeah, but you can't resist true damage.
It's called true damage because it's, you know, truly fucking up your livelihood.
It's truly.
I mean, I guess they could have done a resistance to it. I'm not entirely sure. I never saw a resistance. You know, I never saw one of the resistances pop up.
I feel this. It's gonna go from intermission.
Intermission to another intermission.
Intermission 2.5 to S. Crewman's boot.
I got another crewman's boot.
Where information goes to die. That is our tagline, after all.
Yeah, no. Information and exploits.
Get shown on stream and then we get killed. Exploits get killed.
To Mr. DE man, we're not actually doing exploits here.
Yeah, I'm just fishing. If you are watching, I cannot cycle my fishing rod, so I have 4 different fishing poles in my gear wheel, and it's really irritating.
Thank you for watching, Mr. DE man, partner 1.
When we have 2,500 followers and weekly content.
Okay, we have weekly now. So far, we have done this weekly.
Check.
The 2 episodes.
Thank you, Player Crosby, for the follow. Okay. I asked this before, but was that too loud, or was it? Did the sound fit well?
Oh, the follow sound. Gotcha.
Yeah, the follow sound, was it too loud for you guys? Because I haven't gone to test it. Yeah, E-Spam is funny with Tempo Royale.
So I want to go take care of these towers that are literally right here.
Nope. We're fishing.
That's what the cats are here for.
That's what the cats are for.
I took care of them, don't you worry. Sorry,
Alright.
but
So we got all our broken Warframe abilities down?
I believe so.
Just need to write down the 4th. Let me do that.
Do we have a passive?
No.
I don't, as funny as it would be, I don't really want to do transference static because no one cares about transference static. And the
I
only
care
time
immensely.
transference static it ever really comes into effect is if you're doing eidolons.
Okay, so what's our name for the 4th? Did we get a good one?
Remnants of the
Percent.
past, because he is a
Oh yeah.
warframe with a
Yep. Okay, that works.
from. Oh my god! It's the synth is in the rock again. I hate this. Get out of the rock! Okay, here it comes. Come on. Gotcha.
Okay, so remnant of the past. So it takes the
I'm so bad at catching centipedes.
They are very tiny, so it is kind of hard.
Alright.
one of the warframes.
Also, Mr. DE man, if you're listening, please give me more not sentient. Please give me more Orican-looking fish. I want to fill up my fish tank with them. They are lovely.
So yeah, I think we have all of them down except for the passive.
We could always have a passive be like the actual like pickup thing where they can get like regenerative health based on pickups or something like that.
Oh, that'd be cool too. So since we are gonna have a broken warframe, I'm imagining him to be like Nidus. As he scales into the game, the more he becomes complete.
Ooh.
He gets all his pieces and just
So yeah, we
ends
could
up
do
being like
we
an
could do like
amalgamation.
a stacking.
Yeah, it's like it he like starts off as more just like more or less just a couple, and then like Nidus, when you get like 5 stacks, it's like when he gets enough stacks built up, then it's like he has like a full like body pieces and armor and like, but it's all just like random parts all smashed together still. Okay, so I got 4th, Remnant of the Past, takes the form of one of the warframes in your party, borrowing its appearance and abilities for a short time.
Should you be
So
able to choose? I mean, you could probably do like a cycle thing, like a cycle and hold to cast kind of thing.
Like Wisps.
Yeah, like Wisp modes,
one.
Titania tributes, Grendel
Okay,
buffs, something like that.
it's a form of one of the warframes.
But I feel like after you've copied one warframe, you should have to wait for like a specific cooldown on that warframe.
Yeah,
finish.
you could
aren't
have like a
just
cooldown on your
spamming.
HUD bar for a cooldown on it.
Okay, it takes the form of a warframe in your that.
How does it get kicked out of that form? Is it like an energy drain or?
Yeah, I would think it would
Energy
either be
drain or set
time-based or
duration?
energy. Yeah.
Not both. Not like Mirage's 4. That is so stupid. An energy drain and a set duration.
Yeah, it'll be either or.
Why would you have it drain energy if you're just gonna run out of time anyway?
I don't know. But that's how it is.
Like I realized halfway through the question that I'm asking the wrong people. Mr. DE man, again, if you're listening, please fix Mirage's ult. That's wrong and bad. Wukong's old Cloud Walker was drained in duration? That's terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I don't know if anyone's One Piece in this group, but like Eustace Kid, he kind of pulls together scrap metal pieces and makes a big like weapon out of them. I feel like that could be too cool too.
You're such a weeb.
I know. It's like you accumulate all the scrap and then you just like your forest, you get into a big exalted weapon. It's my weeb take.
It's your
I
weak
think
dick.
all those are linked in dev, so I don't know if you guys can change them. And of course, we'll make a full one too, or make like a, I don't know, make it in a notepad so we can just submit that.
Yeah.
Or
Just
do
a
we
copy
want
paste from
to
that.
swap over to Tenno's next top model?
Yeah,
Well,
let's wait for these.
we kind of had a thing before that. If you check the topics.
Which is it? Oh, Scarlet Spear.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hit the Scarlet Spear.
It shouldn't be a long topic. I don't think
Scarlet
we have
Spear
much
in the
more to
state
say.
of Warframe.
Do you want to
Should we one at a time just run down what we think about Warframe and Scarlet Spear?
Yeah, I feel like that works.
Because I feel like we've already shared this piece with each other a lot.
Yeah, we've talked a lot amongst each other. Jason, you go first.
You want me to go first?
Scarlet Spear.
You're probably gonna talk the most, honestly.
So I've done Scarlet Spear a lot. I've done, I don't know, maybe we'll say 20 and 20 ground Mirex 5K runs. So I don't know. I've had a mixed experience with it. Space is definitely can definitely be really irritating, especially when it first came out. And there were a lot of issues with receiving kill codes and everyone, you know, just everyone wanting to do ground instead of space, so you'd only have like 2 space to like 15 ground squads, which you know, resulted in a lot of flotillas not being finished. Thankfully, I've very rarely had a flotilla not finish and give me the bonus. I think it's only happened once or twice. But I don't know, from a gameplay perspective, yeah, I can see why people are kind of annoyed with it. It was kind of just like a mobile defense in space for like the space runs. There wasn't much railjack requirement. You were just taxiing the satellite around. I think they could have done more with it if they had more time. You know, everything that happened with COVID and just the general, in general, people wanting an update and complaining about a content drought. And you know, this is, it's just like how Warframe's always been, and I think people forget that. People often, like, you know, that they try to say, oh yeah, think about how the good old days were, and that's, you know, in my opinion, that's because you were less experienced. There was a lot more content to explore and a lot more to do. Whereas veterans now, they've caught up with all the old content. Like, you can go on the r/Warframe subreddit, you can go right to new, and you will see a pretty much a perfect variation of I'm leaving the game and I'm brand new and I love this game. It's just how the game is. I think the state of the game could be better, and I think it will be better, especially since there's a lot more veterans vocalizing their issues with it. I think DE will learn and grow from, you know, a lot of the conundrums that have happened. I think that the updates were rushed. I didn't have I wasn't around for when Railjack first released. I joined maybe a few hotfixes in. So like a weekend kind of thing. And I didn't have much issue with it. I had plenty of materials stockpiled. The only thing I had to get was all the argon crystals. That was a little bit of a funny.
And then they lowered it when I started doing Railjack. Get wrecked.
Yeah, but they even went back and revisited it, and they really cut down the prices. You know, we all got a 5 million credit refund that I spent, you know, overnight.
Cute.
But I think the state of the game could definitely be better, but I don't think it's as bad as people are trying to make it out to be. Because in the end, Warframe, it'll always be an expanding game, and there's always going to be more content, and I don't think it'll ever truly die, because there's always going to be new players joining and old players leaving. And yeah, that's my take on it.
Hot take. Alright, Mr. Funny Man.
Alright, funny time. Alright. Yeah, I was gonna say, to start with Scarlet Spear, like, I can't knock it. I can't say it was bad in any way. Of course, it had, like, a rough start. But that's obviously because they weren't doing public tests, they weren't doing private tests, they weren't having any add-on launches. They were doing it full, just hit the wall and see what happens.
Oh,
so
real quick, and
you can only expect so much.
Real quick, I think an amazing step that DE is taking is finally opening up a public server to everyone for a chance to
Dang it,
join
Logan,
and
you
give
shouldn't
their
have let him
feedback
talk.
ahead of time.
I was gonna mention that. You shouldn't have let him speak. Now I have
Okay.
nothing to say.
No. You can still revisit it. That's all I wanted to add.
Mhm.
And Becky, you can jump in at any time.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm letting you guys talk because I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah, exactly. So like the biggest thing I see too is difficulty in Warframe, and because it's very hard to measure difficulty in this game, and same way to base difficulty in this game, because even arbitrations, we see those are easy until we get an hour and a half in sometimes. Even with like with me and Jason's 7 form builds, the game doesn't get hard, and when you have 2,000 hours in the game, it doesn't get hard. It just gets slightly less easy, I'll say. So it's like I could see if they, like they initially said, if the Condrix is on the ground, and if in like the space squads, if they were truly endless, then I could see that being more of an end game. But even so, it's like I feel like the scaling is pretty good how it is. It's like I don't like that it goes up to 17 because that is not a good number. It should have been 15, 20, 18, you know, good numbers, I'll call them.
18.
But like, yeah, I feel that it has a very much mobile defense feel, where in the space, and I'd say the space was a little more boring, but it was definitely like, I don't know, I'm trying not to sound repetitive, but it was like I had fun playing it, but I didn't go out of my way to play it. It was like, yeah, it was more or less tedious, but it was like I could still get, we did like the ground squad, we ended up being, say, half an hour, and then we could do, it was, what was it, you do 17 on the ground squad, 5 in the space squad, and that's like, then you get your 10,000 bonus, and that would take less than an hour.
That's like 9,500 kind of thing. Like if you just did the 17 and a 5, you know, respectively, like you didn't have to do both. You only did one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
But
like
if you just did a 17 and 5, that was enough. Not enough to get you the 5K, but enough to get you, like, I don't know, like 200 points off of the 5K.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think I definitely agree with your point. Like, I want to say it was yesterday. Every time you read it, it's just people are complaining that there's not enough to do, and then saying, "Oh, did I just find?" It's like, for a free-to-play game, it honestly has what feels like the most content, and it has no pay to win. It's only cosmetics.
Yeah, like
aside from
Pay to
boosters,
look
don't
pretty.
really. Exactly, pay to look pretty, and even like the boosters, or if you buy platinum, it's like buying platinum can get you cosmetics in game, and it's like having higher MR doesn't put you at any more of an advantage.
Yeah,
than other players.
A quick touch on the market. I made like, I don't know, like 300 platinum yesterday just from selling stuff I had saved up in my inventory. Like you don't need to put a single dollar in this game to get any kind of cosmetics, any kind of weapon, anything. You can get it all through the in-game economy, and it's not hard to get that stuff either. It's just a matter of running relics or looking for specific mods, or you know, that kind of thing.
Doing arbitrations and selling 5 fully socketed pineapple primes to somebody.
Yeah, as for like the state of Warframe, I feel like it is still, I can't say it's in a bad place. When it boils down to it, when I feel bored, it's because I've played so much and I've been on for 6 hours straight that I feel bored. It's like, when you boil it down, you can do relics, you can do liches, you can clear, if you haven't, you can clear the star chart, there's arbitrations, there's railjack, there's, 12 different kinds of missions, you can fashion frame, you can decorate your place, you can trade, you can work in the market, you can interact with other players. It's like, there's a ridiculous amount of stuff to do. And there's enough to keep you busy. It's like, you can complain all you want, and honestly I complain too, because you can, you're free to your own opinion. But I would honestly say there's a lot of content, and I think we're in a good place, and I think COVID obviously is kind of hitting us hard for them, because they can't work in the same office. But even right now, it's like, we've been playing every day, we've been having lots of fun. Even right now, we've been fishing for an hour, and I don't feel bored. So it depends on the mood, it depends on the person, it depends on who you're playing with, because obviously if you have a big guild, or like us, if you play with friends, you're going to have a great time, rather than if you're just playing alone and you're just solo missions or just joining in with randos. You never know, but all in all, I'm incredibly happy with the game. I think when some more updates come out, like we got, if hoping Glassmaker drops as soon as this one ends, and we got the next Prime Vault starts next month. But yeah, exactly. Tedious becomes difficult,
Tedious
and that's
doesn't equal difficult. The only issue with difficulty is you have to think about how powerful a lot of players are nowadays. Like how much power DE has given us. It makes balancing incredibly hard. I was reading a post, and it was talking about significantly curbing, like the player's power before being able to, actually have well-balanced end-game content. Because nothing is considered difficult, and the reason why is because we're far too powerful for what we want. Like Wisp. Okay, my full power strength Wisp will give you 2,000 health, which is flat. You'll get 2,000 health. I have 0 vitality, and I go up to 2,003 health just from using my vitality mode. That's a little too much power, in my opinion. Not to mention, like, you can have a Sonar Banshee, where every time you hit the mark, you do, 2 million damage. Or, what else? Like a Mesa that you just point and click, and it'll auto body shot anything in sight. We have too much power for the end game content that we want. Because if they just make enemies significantly more difficult, people will just see it as a lot more tedious because they'll just be over-resisted bullet sponges, essentially, like the Sentients, which no one really likes.
And that's the biggest thing, or the biggest problem that I have with difficulty in video games, that trying to describe difficulty is what? Just saying the enemies have more health, they hit you harder. And like, if you boil it down, it's like you still has to be exciting without being difficult. Yeah, like arbitrations I can't say are difficult, but it's like if you're staying them long enough, they scale enough that enemies are just like, they hit you too hard, and it takes like a minute to kill a guy when they're level 2,000 unless you have a crazy build. So it's like, unless they added something truly like WoW, or like an MMO style raid where there's a boss with 100 million health that we'd sit there for 5 minutes taking, it's like that's the only really end-to-end game that you can think of. Because like, if it's just a mission that you run fast with incredibly hard enemies, it's like, that's not really, I can't really just say that.
I've theory crafted along with my friends like a new game mode of like a roguelite in Warframe, where you get a random weapon, a random set. You have 0 mods, and you start from basically the beginning of the star chart, and you work your way through only using the mods that you have, and you can't spend endo to level them up. So it's kind of like, you for anyone who can get the farthest, you get more and more better and better rewards, but you'd all start at the same power level. And
it's like, by limiting yourself, you're adding the difficulty rather than making the enemy.
Yeah, and if that was an actual game mode, you can have like a token system, or where you can only like play a certain amount of times, or you have to like get the tokens from somewhere. And you can also like have a limiter where you can't get the Kuva Brahma right off the start, like where I did one time and I got the Kuva Brahma. I re-rolled it into something a little bit more reasonable, like the Strun or something.
Can I guess, give my piece?
Yeah, sorry, we've been trailing off into endgame content. Go ahead, Becky. Go ahead and give your State of Warframe and Scarlet Spear review.
All right. Scarlet Spear is gonna be quick on, because okay, I'm the newest player out of this group that we have. I'm not gonna say MR equals like skill or anything, but MR does show how much you've grinded and how many frames or weapons and frames you grinded. So my friends are like MR 22, 23, and I'm MR 13. I'm working on it. But Scarlet Spear's okay. It's definitely challenging for me later on because I don't have insane builds. So maybe it's because I'm still kind of like a new player, so I still find difficulty in the game. It's just I still find it difficult a little bit. Of course, like the first 7-ish levels of the Chondrix, like, Jason immediately tanks down and I don't have to do much. But I still find it difficult, and I'm playing, like, a clutch frame, so... I think Scarlet Spear's okay. Super buggy on, it's come out. But now that there's gonna be a public test, well, a private, I guess, a test server, or a test builds and all that kind of stuff, hopefully things will be tested out, and then there will be so many hot fixes that come in, like, day one of a newly released thing. Before I really get on to my opinion, I want to address some things that I saw in chat while we were talking and didn't get a chance to address. Gay and depressed. I understand what you mean with the game not providing meaningful content, so you turn to fashion. But I like to think when it comes to playing a game that your meaning is whatever you derive from it. This goes with my whole point of view about this game. I don't care if I'm strong. Like, I care. Because, like, I don't like being carried. But if I like having fun with Logan and Jason, and sometimes Matt, and sometimes other people that come on. I find more enjoyment in hearing Jason groan about relic time than being able to one-shot a Chondrix down to its, like, immunity stage. I get more enjoyment from, you know, fishing, or just fishing and talking with my friends, or, you know, running liches and getting funny names than I get from being able to do a complete room clear. Even if the game isn't giving you the most meaning, which I'm not quite happy with the state of the story, which is what I really am intrigued about with Warframe. I'm not happy with the state of the story right now, or some of the bugs, or I guess how there can be definitely a gap in content. But I do...
Sorry to interrupt. Take it easy, Koala Cosmonaut, if you're dipping out.
Thanks for hanging around.
Thanks for hanging.
We got the stream being recorded, so you can always watch the fashion show, the fashion frame,
which we're about to start.
Which we're gonna swap over soon.
But yeah, I guess reading through all of these, I understand where people want difficulty and stuff. And difficulty is always good to have in a game. If you don't have any challenge in your game, it does become repetitive or tedious. But I also think that if fashion frame is something you enjoy, if the game isn't giving you anything meaningful, well, technically the game is. It's giving you the stuff to make these frames. It's still there. It may not be originally what the devs intended, but half the time people do things that are originally not what the devs intended, and it just happens. It just kind of appears. Some people like making the coolest looking fashion frames and then like occasionally going on missions or selling stuff to get plat so they can buy more pallets and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Captura is giving you hours of content. We're literally having a segment about best like Captura and fashion frame shots. Even if the game's not providing content, it's providing you a source, I guess, for a variety of content that you didn't even think would be like what you played the game for. Like, I came to play the game because Jason talked about it all the time, and I wanted to find a new free-to-play game that would be fun. And not only in playing the game have I, like, you know, played a video game that isn't technically even near an actual end yet, I don't think. But not only am I just playing that, but I'm hanging out with people that I really enjoy being around. And I mean, this whole stream started from an idea that,
because all we did was talk about Warframe.
Yeah, so it's, I guess the game is what you make of it. I'm satisfied with it. Maybe I'm not satisfied because I'm not strong to take down enough enemies, or I think that missions get super boring because, like, Jason and Logan can room clear and I cannot. and maybe I like complain about it a little bit because I just don't like being carried in video games. That's something on me, whatever. But it is fun to just kind of just hang out, watching. Like honestly, even if Jason's like killing things with the broken Baz move before it got fixed, I enjoyed like hearing how much like of a good time he had, just like literally destroying things and making Trinity absolutely unnecessary in a mission other than for energy vamp.
Yeah, but even then, I still went down between the pulses.
Yeah, you did as Harrow though. So I'm not completely satisfied. There are things that I don't like Warframe not always listening to their partners. Cough, 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 please. Or people not being the nicest or the greatest sources in a community that is constantly fluctuating. But other than that, I'm vibing. I'm having a good time. I wouldn't be throwing my voice and my opinions out on the internet normally unless I would like actually enjoyed something. So
Yeah, exactly.
all right. Well,
I think we're all fans.
What'd you say, Logan? Sorry.
I think we can all say we're fans of the game.
Yeah.
All right, is it fashion frame time?
I'd say it's fashion frame time.
Yeah. No more deep conversations with me rambling about the same point over and over and over again. Apologies.
You're speaking to 3 philosophers.
Alright, and who's ready for Tenno's next top model?
Well, I certainly am.
Oh boy, fashion. That's right, Kuva. It's
Since you're
fashion
speaking
time.
of fashion time.
We have 10 amazing capturas to show off for you guys. And as you know, this week's theme was Fortuna Pride. Let's head on over. Got my popcorn out. Gonna be great.
Yeah.
Bruh, he was so excited about making that couch today.
I absolutely love it.
You gotta love Becky's foam finger.
Yeah, he sent it. he sent it earlier today, and it was just us on the couch, and I'm like, okay,
Let's just make sure.
this is fine, I guess. And then it progressed into something much cooler. Logan, you lost all your fish by leaving.
I just left a party. I like to run to the orbiter so I can see what frame I like.
Oh, and I
seated in person.
I just read. I went back and looked at going back to the public test. I went back and looked, and if you guys, replied to that post, if you're chosen for it, you'll get a message in your in-game inbox, not through the direct messages.
Oh, okay.
I believe. Let me just double check.
Wonder what kind of NDA we're gonna have to sign.
I'm 99% sure it said. It could be your foreign inbox.
Whatever. For this fashion show.
In-game inbox. Okay, so yeah, it will be in the in-game inbox. So yeah, just a little quick PSA.
Bro, I would love to get one of those.
Okay, I'm just to.
Right, I'm
Okay,
getting
let
ready.
me send you. Let me get in the dev channel.
Yep.
And let
Hold
me
on,
send you these.
I'm just gonna pop up the email, see if we got any last minute.
I checked. We didn't get any.
Okay, sweet.
Alright, just so you guys know that this week for prizes, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, this week for prizes, there are 3 prizes that we're giving out this week. First place is the coveted 100 plat. Second place is 50 plat, and third place is 25 plat.
If you emailed yours in, it's definitely in here. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. We definitely should have everybody's.
And just a
Right,
quick
chat.
reminder that yeah, we got everyone's.
Quick
All right,
reminder that.
I don't know where I was going with it, so don't worry about it.
And our brain cells further rot in this quarantine. Don't mind me, just losing it.
Fortuna's popping off right now.
Is it?
Probably 69. Yeah, I left. Whenever I see the fashion frames, I like to go. Much better you made them look, or the people made them look. So to speak.
True.
Yeah, and then I can see like if it's like last week they had like the nidus, and I had to like pull up my skin. I'm like, hey, that looks different. That means they're using a different set. Awesome.
Alright, I'll just send these one at a time.
Alright.
Alright, so
Ooh.
first up we have Ike's Nova, or AIK's Nova.
Yeah.
I am definitely love it. I love the Atomica skin. It looks,
Oh, it's so
oh
nice.
man, so good.
Yeah, she's looking pretty. Colors are nice.
The colors match perfectly. I love the Exorgist.
Yeah, the eggs are just, I like the leg pieces. She has like such a robotic.
She looks like a babe. That's simple as that.
I think it is the Corpora, the body.
Corpora skin, probably Atomica helm.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's why I needed to be in my arsenal so I could see him for myself. It's like I get so excited when I see the fashion. Really, like designing, like the fashion itself, and then also just like setting up. I'm sure, because I'm 100% new at it.
All right. Next up, we have another Nova, Crunchy Captura's Nova Prime.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, that looks good.
There we go. I love the Lanka, and I love the neon colors that come with the
That's what I'm gonna say.
Bruh,
that come
it's
with
my-
Fortuna.
Beautiful.
It's my vaporwave hallucinations.
Mm-hmm. This beats to vaporwave too. Yeah, and then the Helios. Helios background.
That Helios is staring into
The
my
fashion
soul.
to match. I just love the pink eye. Yeah. Okay. So I guess that is the corpse skin, or let's
Yeah, the Corpora skin with the Corpora helmet this time, and the Lanka.
Is that the other Nova deluxe skin?
No, Corpora's.
Corpora,
Tenogen.
yeah, Corpora's Tenogen.
Oh, I was
The
talking
other-
about the second picture.
Yeah, the second one's.
Yeah,
same,
the second
Oh,
one is
is it?
that's the Corpora helmet and the Corpora skin.
Oh
Yeah,
dang!
that's
I guess it just shows you what the colors of your Warframe can do, because I'm just completely dumb.
All right, next we have Faven's Excalibur. Oh, it's too powerful. Let me send a screenshot instead. You
Too
gotta
powerful.
love, yeah, you gotta love when an image is over 8 megabytes.
Ooh, I almost didn't notice. It's the cool cyan one with like it has all the focus.
Yeah, it's the
that's
Azuri.
cool.
Yeah, that one I really like.
Or actually, I don't know. Is that the Azuri one? I don't remember.
Ooh,
Here is Faven's Excalibur.
ooh.
Definitely looking good. I love how the Solaris United emblem fits in there.
Yeah, that one's really good on.
Oh, that's nifty.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a very nice looking Excalibur. That's the same
Solid
like
emblem work.
it's like Azuku was doing with the has a little storm vibes. Yeah, that looks cool. The white, the background goes really well. That's a really good place. That looks really interesting, especially with like the shadow.
It's definitely a really good way to showcase the theme without needing the the colors or the
Yeah, it's like you can tell just the background. It's like God.
yeah, or the scene.
Yes,
All right.
scene.
Next up, we have Hoshi's Mesa.
Ooh,
I think it's a Mesa,
Mesa
right?
time.
Yeah, it's a Mesa.
Oh, that's the skin I was talking about earlier that I wanted.
Here's Hoshi's Mesa.
Ooh.
The rootin' tootin'. Ooh, she's looking
Okay,
good.
she's not rootin' tootin'. She is ready to properly challenge you to a duel and then promptly defeat you. Look at her. She kind of looks like she's on the wire and she's gonna like leap off and do some sort of vigilante justice.
That's what I was gonna say. She's like almost balanced. That looks really good. The colors, the background. This is like that would be a like phone.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. The city in the background like doesn't look. It looks like this. It's just like over the top.
Yeah.
Sleepy City. That's sick. See, that's what I want to be able to do in Capture. Make like grounded background different. Be good at the game.
Okay, next we have Koala's Mesa.
Okay.
You gotta remember they're on the Switch, so they have a hard time taking screenshots.
That's okay.
Sure.
Either Switch
like how I
or
can-
somewhere else, I don't remember.
I like how I can 100% see the Solaris emblem right there as their
Yeah.
turn.
Good action shot. I always like it.
Looks like he's a... It must be... I think that's a Zaw handle, right?
Yeah, I think it's a saw handle. I like
It could be something else, though.
I like how dark it looks on the Corpus ship, and then
Yeah.
just this flash of like black and gold.
It's definitely super good.
She really stands out.
Also,
The energy really jumps too, or pops, so to say.
also the gold. Okay, I always think this every time I look at a Mesa, but like the gold little angry eyebrows
Angry eyebrows.
on the hat.
Exactly.
All I can see are angry eyebrows, and or angry eyebrows, or like bug antenna. Like I look at my own Mesa, and it's just
Next, we have Kuva's Nova.
Another Nova to the list.
ooh, I like the pose.
Let me, there we go. Here's Kuva's Nova, rocking the lens and the Atomica.
That's a big weapon.
This
I
is
don't-
such a
I
good
didn't
phone
think it was-
background.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Nova mains are jealous. All of these Nova skins make Nova mains jealous. I'm never gonna be a Nova main now because my fashion frame will never look as good.
That's a beauty. Yeah, I like the lens. I like the similar like the energy really just like explodes into the shot.
I think the color really
looks
matches
so good.
the background. It really accents everything really well.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice that Solaris United on. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, the shot, the background, that's like the perfect back setting.
Yeah.
The bow up raised. To get their pose.
We all lift buckaroos.
Antenna. Next up, we have Rollins. Do you even lift Hildren?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm scared.
That's good. That's the last thing you see.
Is
the
this
last thing you see.
is this the Deck 12 scene or is this the Fortuna scene?
The last thing you see before getting your face just smashed in by
Okay.
a wrench.
Honestly, just a mother
Sorry,
wrench on her hip would look awesome.
She looks
Beautiful
like
colors.
the perfect engineer that I want in any like space themed RPG campaign.
Mhm.
She's like super aggressive but somehow motherly. I'm confused.
I
Oh,
love,
that's a good touch, too. It shows,
I
yeah,
l-
it has the neon, the text neon.
yeah, with the, you can see the backlight. Looks so
Do
good.
it lift.
My inner vaporwave is quaking.
Next is Red 02's Volt.
Okay. Magic of Photoshop.
Oh,
Look at this
that's
one.
not a real photo. That was drawn. Hand drawn.
Drawn?
That's not a real photo.
Oh my
That's not a real photo.
Damn.
Yeah. This is the same guy that did
Oh right, he was the
he did the Vacor Volt.
like the white one last week, right?
Yeah, it was so good.
That is heat.
Player, try refreshing the stream. It might be because of the high quality images that are coming on screen. Because I noticed Izuku had the same issue last time during the fashion show.
But no, honestly, not gonna lie, low-key looks like
Yeah, that's
promotional art.
Yeah, exactly. It's
A
like
lot of these look like promotional art, and it makes me mad because my fashion frames don't look as good.
Yeah, it's got the splash of an accent of like the neon pink. Oh, it's so good. And that helmet I definitely love that helmet. It's so nice.
it goes really good.
Literally, absolutely
really
yum.
good. Yeah, the Archoplasma are just like perfectly matched.
Next up, we have Shadow Skull's Naja. Definitely like a corpus hunter. I'm getting the vibe.
I'm vibing.
Oh yeah.
Is that that's the Naja Deluxe too?
Yeah.
Naja Deluxe and Rubica?
Yeah, Rubico Prime.
I'm so smart.
And the show's another one where it has just some good colors.
Yeah, Naja is
Gold
color
and
set
black.
works really well. I like just the dim lit corpus as this man's gonna come up to you and be like, bye bye. Farewell.
Next we have Theon's Korra.
Ooh, a Korra.
I think it's Korra. Yeah, it's Korra.
That's Korra with the Zenith, right?
Yeah, it's Zenith.
That's totally also drawn. Don't look
Yeah,
at me.
It's
that's
not
and tell
drawn.
me that that's a real screenshot.
Yeah, that's like you. This is fan
Is
art.
that Korra
you
or
submitted. Thank you.
Sane? That's Korra, right?
That is Korra.
Yeah, that's Korra. I saw like
spikes
the
on her boots and all that
yeah,
stuff.
all the spikes. I'm blind.
That's drawn. Don't tell me that isn't drawn.
Oh yeah,
That's
totally drawn.
Look at the pose.
Okay. Yeah, that's another one that's like that's my new.
Yeah, that's a fun background.
The colors look really good. Zenith is like a good. That's one we haven't seen yet either. That looks really sci-fi-y.
Yeah, that's really pretty. Holy heck.
Next up we
holy
have
heck.
Venom Gauss's Out of the Circuit.
Oh, he darting. Oh, he going.
Yeah, this is another one that you can really get like a Corpus or Fortuna vibe from it without needing the colors.
Look at him go. He ain't stopping for no one. He's just speeding down the holes.
Very fast.
See, the one thing I like about the capture is when you freeze it, and then you can get like
You can
really
get all
cool
the particles.
shots.
Yeah, it's super nice.
That one looks really. The color scheme, the corpus ship background. I'm for it.
Next we have. Oh, I think that was our last real submission, but we have Purple Flirp's mag. They made one, but they didn't want to submit it into the contest.
Because Purple Flirp is a show-off.
Purple
I
Flurp, first winner.
Yeah, I gently jest.
Came in knowing he was
Here
he
we
was really
go.
skilled.
Mag's pretty sick.
Aggressive synth mag.
Oh my god, that's
Vapor.
that you okay? So you drew that?
You drew it.
That's beautiful.
I love the Cycron. So
Yeah,
nice.
so that's like what we were doing. I was gonna use the Cyclone in our.
Yeah, I told him to use the kick gun.
Yeah, that's like super Tron like.
She
right.
She looks like the Tron protagonist that like antagonist that first tries to like run you off like the trap. I don't know what is it? The light bike. I don't know what Tron is. But and then like eventually she's like been trying to like protect you, and that could have like endangered your life, but she's protecting you from like a greater evil. Then you work together with her.
Cyberpunk 2077.
She's my new Shadowrun character. Hope you guys know.
Shadowrun. Yeah, I am such a
that's
sucker
nutty.
for
That has to
Tron.
be, like, if you capture it and then Photoshop it too, like it's even like you must be.
Weren't they talking about adding tanks in Warframe at some point?
What? Absolutely. I hope
Tank.
not.
Next up, we have Logan's own capture. I don't know what he calls it.
This is called We All Live Together.
We all
Also-
live together. How
Also,
cute.
Purple, I dabble in Shadowrun. I'm not like a big god on it.
Okay, keep on talking. I'm gonna be right back. Give me 30 seconds.
Alright. We all lift. Are you lifted? Do you even lift?
Yeah, this one's second title was Essential Workers. So you gotta think, the Fortuna guys, they're still out there. They have their masks on, you can see, they got their gloves on, tell.
Yeah.
But they still have to work. That's what I'm saying, he's the biggest Chad we've seen.
Yeah, also, Fortuna people aren't big. It's that
Oh,
the
he's big.
operators are like 5'4".
Yeah, so that's
We're
that's the common
children,
debate
don't
we've
forget.
Okay, so yeah, let's go. So if I say my tall, if I stand beside Nidus and with my operator, let's see how tall I'll be, because I'll probably be at like his chest. Because I want to say the tallest Warframe's probably like 6 foot. That's just my hot take.
I would say the tallest Warframe is 6 foot at max, and I'd be Eneros.
Okay, yeah, like my operator is above chest level of Nidus. If Nidus is like, if I'm thinking Nidus is my operator,
I'm at the
maybe
shoulder.
everything's- I'm saying everything's really small.
Yeah, I'm at the
And we just don't
shoulder.
know
I'm at the shoulder of my Mesa.
Yeah,
I mean,
so it's like
she's
this
kind of
Solaris
wearing
dude.
heels, but
She's got a little tech. That's
Yeah.
true. Limbo's hat counts because it's part of his body.
yeah. So no, Fortuna people aren't big. Operators are just tiny as hell. Like, we're so small.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, I mean, we're children, but we're still so tiny.
Just little boys. The
Little
orbiter's
boys.
huge.
Honestly, the orbiter is just like a massive crib. Don't tell me otherwise.
This is where Lotus puts us. She'd have to.
It's our timeout zone.
How tall do you think the operators are? Like 5?
I would say operators are between like 5'2", 5'4".
Cute sized.
They are. I am taller than them, for sure. They are small, but they are also lanky. For like, look how long their bodies. Okay, I mean, I get it. If you're being locked in like some sort of dreamscape for a majority of your like, for a large amount of years, I can understand getting lanky, but their proportions just make me laugh a little.
You think? Are we gonna do? Should we do sorties when Jason gets back, and then we'll
I'm back.
vote and wrap up? Okay, sweet.
Let's see, what else we got in topics? We got sorties and then relics if anyone is down with us to play.
I guess that's an open call too. If anyone on,
Yeah, if anyone, we could do sorties with them.
we do only have one free slot, but
Yeah, unfortunately, it's one slot. It's today's sortie.
Rallin, I think that's what an individual is, like a single, plural. The singular is Fortune.
Fortuna.
Absolutely.
Fortune.
Fortuning
Get
up.
out.
There's one Fortune
Fortuna.
in a 6 Fortunas.
That's
There's
enough.
There's Fortunas in a Fortuna.
That's enough out of you, okay? That's just stop talking. I might have to bully you.
Oh. She goes against policies.
Oh no!
That's actually illegal.
Guess I'm getting banned. Guess we're looking for a new member of the podcast. Bye, guys.
It's a good run.
It's a good run. It was a good 2 episodes. Now invite me to.
So were we just gonna do the sortie, or were we gonna talk about the sortie?
We're gonna do the sortie while talking about the sortie.
All right.
The
Yeah,
sortie
sortie
rewards are
discussion.
mostly garbage. Change my mind.
Yeah,
At least they made ribbons common. That's all I gotta say.
The ribbons are barely common.
Yeah, like let's pull up the pool. So we get the common is Iatananos ribbon.
So literally a
Uncommon.
pineapple or something that's actually worth my time.
Yeah, it's like. And we got uncommon 4,000 endo booster. Honestly, the 4,000 endo shouldn't be a reward.
Especially because ARBs are a thing.
Yeah, ARBs, I get like, what, like 1,500 endo? Do a couple rounds of those and pray you get lucky and you've already made more than you would have gotten for the sortie. And it's uncommon. It is an uncommon reward.
Now let's see, like, just based off today, so condition to enemy arm. So like, yeah, augmented to enemy arm.
Yeah, like, please.
Sometimes we get rad proc where we just kill each other.
That's the best.
Oh yeah, that's our favorite. But like,
Yeah, we're
also,
gonna play-
Exilus Warframe Adapter, nobody uses it. Forma, good reward. Catalyst and Reactor Blueprints, they're okay. I would
It
say
shouldn't be
they're-
blueprint. It should be built if it's gonna be.
It should be a built one. Yeah, because you can buy a
It's the
built one off
rare!
Nora for 75 credits.
Mhm.
It's literally the rare, and we get a blue. So okay.
And
Sorties.
yeah, we're just gonna do sortie and finish discussion. Finish up with the results, our winners, and Purple Flip submitted, but he said he knew he was gonna win, so he's not in this competition.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Everyone has a chance still. Okay, so is Jason lying to us?
What? What you said? You said that you didn't want to. You weren't gonna do a submission, and I said if you're worried about winning again, you can submit one without being in the competition.
If not, then redact everything we said and
Yeah, literally just put an
check your
X
DMs.
through it.
Okay,
We ain't smart. We ain't.
All right, then
smart.
then it's fine. Then you're in the running. I'm sorry
that's
for
fair and valid.
misunderstanding.
That's fair and valid. It's not
We still also like still talked about your. We still discussed your frame as if you were in the competition, so do not worry. It's not like we didn't look at your. We got you. We got you, fam.
We are going at advantage.
All right, but sortie rewards, not great. Difficulty. I mean, they're not super hard. I guess like shields make me mad. Like the
Yeah.
massive shields.
The
heck is that
endless
make-
shields.
That's the one that makes me the most mad. Endless shields, but an exterminate.
Yeah, see, 'cause it's like sorties are supposed to be an end game type. They go,
Yeah, end
Kills
game. They only go up to like level 100.
yeah. I always still say like the last levels usually has slight of a challenge.
Yeah, I do agree with the last level sometimes having a challenge.
Well, the last one's an
It
assassination
depends on what it
secondary
is.
only.
Yeah.
Today's last one.
Yeah, like those ones.
Yeah. Also, it's decided that they should remove spies and free roams from sortie, and here's why. You get additional awards for like, you know, clearing through clearing through like spies and like hacking terminals and all that stuff, and you have to hack all the terminals along with free roam missions you get bonus rewards for like completing all 4 missions. Why put that in a sortie when I only get 1 reward at the very end of the thing, and it's probably just a pineapple?
Yeah, I don't get why they took away like say mission rewards for like assassinates or spies
too.
Yeah.
Like,
and the free roams. The free roams you should get, even if it's just the like the easiest bounty. Because I think there's only 3. There's only 3 in a free roam, so.
Yeah, because like even with the free roams, it gives you the option for like the additional bonus, but then you get no additional bonus. So it's like even if you don't kill any other enemies, or if you do it within a minute and a half, it's like you don't get any extra to it. It's not like even you get extra credits, or like you don't get a Cetus reward.
Yeah, it kind of makes me just want to like blow through the mission. Like, I understand sorties is for like the big end mission, but I swear if I get 1 more kit gun ribbon, I'm going to scream.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like the risk. I can't say there's any risk, but gameplay versus reward is like sometimes you can have incredibly
like a
survival, mobile defense, interceptions.
Yeah, those are. Oh my god, they're so long.
And say if you get like interception with bow only, or you get like enhanced enemy shields where it takes like 10 shots to kill something, and it's like those are just like it's annoying, and then you do it all and you get a pineapple, or you get a single form, and it's like, oh, so I get 12 hours of waiting.
Yeah, the gameplay versus reward is not rewarding.
Should you still do it? I mean, since they're kind of some of the most challenging air quote missions out, and if you are again somebody who is looking for challenge, then yeah, go ahead and play it.
You could also only do it once a day, so even then it doesn't really add anything to a challenge. It's only a once a day thing.
Well, yeah, but also it's just something you can do. If you're wanting to do something during the day, just get the sortie done, and then maybe you'll get lucky and get a ribbon, and then you can unlock the ribbon, and then there you go. You've got a good hour. I fell. I'm big dumb. Be okay though. But
Body sweat.
Yeah, no.
2 ESO for maximum sweat. I do disruption for maximum sweat, if anything.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of disruptions, Lua disruptions.
Disruption is probably one of the best designed game modes that keeps you active and on your feet while also posing an infinite scaling challenge.
Yeah, if you wanna vibe, do some disruption.
And the rewards are pretty good, you know, especially like on Lua. Even when you get down to the B tier rewards, it's still Axie relics.
Yeah, it's still tier 4 relics.
There's risk. There's risk, but there's also still a good reward. And there's not even that much risk, because in the end, after like 4 rounds, defending 1 conduit still yields the B tier pool, which has only Axie relics. So if you're farming Axies, look for the B tier in Lua Disruption, because that's probably your best way to get Axies.
Quick, thanks for coming by, Player Crazy. Good to have you in the stream.
Yeah, thanks for coming by. Thanks for the follow.
Good luck with those notes.
We'll be back around next week.
And of course, we'll be hanging around in the Discord server. Also, for
yeah,
those
we're always
who
in the server
new
if anyone aren't in the server.
Yeah. Like literally all the time we're in the server. Absolutely all of the time. I primarily hang nowhere else.
Oh, we're done. I'm done.
Yeah, what took you so long, huh?
Yeah, I know. Reading chat, like doing my job.
Your job, huh? I was also reading chat, but I'm still faster than you. Get bent. Oh gosh. But I think you should still do the sortie, because why not?
If not for the chance of the ribbon alone.
The worst you can be doing is wasting your time. Which is what I feel like after I've done a sortie and I don't get a ribbon. Rescue, okay, Trinity hours. But yeah, no, I love getting ribbons. I love unlocking them most of the time. But I'd rather jump in a vat of acid than get another pineapple.
Hope you know that's what we're getting today. I can't wait.
I mean, I made a bank. Okay, fun story time about ribbon selling adventures.
Ribbon selling?
Ribbon selling. I did sell a ribbon yesterday, but about, like, you know, Warframe markets selling adventures. Which,
wait, what ribbon did you sell?
I sold a kit gun ribbon, because I have two. I just sold an unveiled one. Not unveiled, veiled one. Anyway, so, fun story time. First off, if you aren't familiar with Warframe Market, it's pretty much just a website in which you can post what stuff you want to get rid of for platinum, and then people will eventually buy it for platinum. And it's a quick way to make platinum without having to actually put your money into the game. All it costs is your time, and you're probably doing relics anyway if you want to get a different Warframe or something like that. So, it's a good way to get money. Now, you can sell pretty much anything on it, and so I have luck with selling like Ayatan sculptures, because why not? And so I, sell them, have a good time. And somebody comes and messages me asking for one of my pineapple primes. And he's like, hey, I'll pay you this much instead. And he's like, I'll pay you 9 instead of 10 because you only have 1. I'm like, I mean, I can make more. How much do you need? And he's like, I need 5. So I'm trying to sell this man 5 fully socketed Ayatan sculptures. I have like no amber stars now, and I'm very sad. And he's like, okay, can I get it for 40? And it's like, can you do 45? Because you were originally gonna buy it for 9 anyway, multiplication. And he goes like, I don't know, I can only really do 40. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it for 40 as long as you like leave a good review on Warframe Market. And this man goes like, yeah, I guess I can do 45. And it's just so funny because
was it really worth it? It's like, all right, review? Never mind.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's 5 extra plat, which I'm not complaining because I then bought Shazin. But also just why? Just give me a plus review and be like 10 out of 10. That's it. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, you don't even have to do that much. Most reviews are like, good trader.
Yeah, no, I got another review from somebody. I think I sold them I sold them a Zephyr piece, and then they're like, okay, cool, sell the Zephyr piece. And then he's like, you know what, I'll also buy that Helios part too. And I'm like, sick, okay. And he's like, okay, I gave you a positive review. And I'm like, thanks, I did nothing but just give you stuff and you paid me. Thank you.
But he gave you business and then thanked you too.
Yeah, I don't know. I love Warframe Market, but there are some people who, like, this guy added me to a party, traded with me, and then didn't say another word after. I'm like, thanks for and he's just silence. Jason, the hostage went down.
I haven't found anyone that's, like, completely silent. Thanks.
But,
Yeah. Like, say thank you. Like, I'm literally giving you this item you need. Like, somebody was buying Requiems off of me, and one guy was like, thanks, I needed this to kill my Lich. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're welcome. And the other guy's like, brought me to a party and be like, bye. And it's like, please, I require attention and respect. Chivalry's dead. I jest.
So, going back to the topic at hand, which is sorties,
Gosh.
what do you guys think should be changed or added What do you guys want to see done with? What would you guys want to see done with sorties?
Make the rewards more worth my time.
Okay,
Yeah, I would
what
think-
kind of reward would you put in? Did you know, real quick, did you know Najah used to be a sortie exclusive Warframe?
What? Bring
Yeah.
that back. Make the broken Warframe a sortie exclusive. I will do sortie
No,
every single day.
no, please don't do that. No, no,
Why?
no.
Why? What's wrong?
Because it
What
was
is
a
there-
rare reward.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
I mean, we've gotten quite a few Orkin reactors.
Go ahead. So guys, what kind of rewards would you like to see, or
Okay,
what kind
get
of
rid of-
changes would you like to see?
Get rid of the Exilus adapter altogether,
Yeah, I would say get rid of Exilus adapter,
or at least move it to a lower one.
upgrade the reactor and what is it called?
Reactor
Reactor
and
and
catalyst.
catalyst should be the full built ones. They should be uncommon. The common should be like the uncommon should be say a built Forma, Pineapple Prime, and Riven, and then you should actually get them most commonly. Or even say take out the pineapple completely and just cycle it into actual missions. Be significantly better too. Like there
Yeah,
should be more than well, I guess having the legend is so I've never even got one, so still, but yeah, it's like I feel like there should be like less rewards, but they should be more impactful.
Do you guys
Like,
think there should
like-
be a Scarlet Spear style shop where you get points, kind of like Arbiters?
Yeah, see that I would definitely like more too, like the Nightwave style or like now. Like I feel like that just works a lot better because then it's like the random element to it just gets annoying. We got pineapples 2 days in a row. Before that, we got like what was it? We got like kit gun ribbons and pistol ribbons. If anything, I would think like an adjustment of ribbons. Like there should be one section should be pistol, kit guns, melee, pistol.
Yeah,
Should be like pistol, kit guns, melee, and the other one should be shotguns. Shotguns primaries? Or
Yeah.
like that kind of thing. There should be different ranks of
yeah.
enemies,
They're
just-
rifles, shotguns, secondaries, kick guns, melee, Zaws. Those are the
Yeah,
ones that
thank
you can
you.
get.
And
Currently.
make it so that I'm not getting 30 kit gun ribbons. Please. Please, don't disrespect. Like, I'm so upset. Did I get-
Exilus weapon adapter.
Exilus and Warframe adapter, like
Exilus
Sus.
Warframe adapter.
not even worth it.
Fuck.
Can't even
I was
sell it.
really hoping to see a ribbon.
Yeah, I was hoping for some good at least. Like it was gonna be streamlined.
Yeah, no. Ah, man. And I've already bought a ribbon from Veil Mom, so I can't get another ribbon until tomorrow, which I have to wait the 30 million hours. Do any of you guys know if you can get ribbons from like daily rewards?
No. Well, in the
They should
future,
add those.
in the way future, after you get all the exclusive weapons and armors and whatnot, they give away like a 5 ribbon bundle at like 1,000 or something like that.
Oh my
And
god,
when you get past like 1,000-day login.
Yeah,
I will be dead by then.
yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, also get rid of Endo and Koof. There's easier ways to get those. You can put a better item.
Yeah, I
in
think get
place.
rid of or like significant. Be at like 10,000 endo or 10,000 even not.
I
7,000.
think we should have shops instead of drops. We should
I
have
would-
more
I
shops
would-
instead
I
of
would
drops.
I would prefer shops instead of drops for the simple fact that
You
if I
could.
don't want to do the sortie today, because it's like 2 spy missions or something dumb like that, then I don't have to do the sortie unless I actually need the credits.
You could take the entire Scarlet Spear system that we have going right now, just change up credits to something else, and basically put that in with Anko again, and let him sell all the arcanes and whatnot. Ribbon caches. As in, from like the late onward, or from what? What are they rewards for? Logins? think he's talking about the logins.
Yeah, honestly, just remove the Garbo tier rewards. Like, if you love and respect me, Warframe, remove the Garbo tier rewards. Because as much as I love getting Endo, because I spend it a lot, or Kuva, because I'm starting to get an addiction to rerolling, I get Endo way easier in other missions, and I get Kuva way easier in the survival, in which I can also get Requiem mods or Riven slivers and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
So why would I bother with, you know, doing the sortie other than for the fact that there's a chance at a Riven, which is supposed to be the most common, and it feels like it isn't.
I told you they were gonna want Tenno's next top model to be a permanent segment.
We'll discuss
We'll
our winner.
We'll discuss our winner, and then we'll let you know of a theme in the coming days. I don't think we have that thought of currently.
Yeah.
We can definitely link it in the Discord as soon.
Yeah, as soon as we come up with it and take another picture or something, we'll send it to you guys. All right. Do we want to talk about? Do we want to discuss our
victors?
Our victors.
Yeah, I think let's get our winners.
All right. Say goodbye for now. We're just gonna be right back.
All right, we'll be back with our winners.
All right. Be back.
All right, so we're back real quick. Jason's setting up the PowerPoint to show off who got what. So, hit to the next theme. This theme is not so much of a theme, but more of like a challenge. And I'm gonna make you suffer how a poor MR1 player had to suffer when first starting the game and wanting to get into Fashion Frame right away. So, details on that later.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Are we doing third, second, and first? Alright, I was gonna say, because like that's usually how it goes.
Yep, first place was me, of course.
Also, gay and depressed, it doesn't have to do with anything with what warframes you use. Yeah, but you don't have to worry about what warframes you use or like what skins you use or any of that. That's not what the challenge is about, trust me. But you are gonna have to deposit all of your color palettes in the trash.
This is the... Have it set up yet? Okay.
Also, and there is a chance that we might start making Fashion Frame like every other week and then putting other fun challenges in between. Like we had an idea, like send us your best Kuva Lich name that you've gotten.
Yeah,
just for some funny ha-has.
We're thinking we should bi-weekly Tenno's best, or Tenno's, what did we call it?
Tenno's best top.
Tenno's next top model.
I
We're gonna bi-weekly that, and then in between, we're gonna have like Reddit memes. We're gonna have Kuvalich names. Hopefully, if we get some funny ones, we will do. If anyone has Shawswin or Mandicor or songs, just anything that's kind of in game that we can do, just more to show off rather than a competition.
Yeah, because as we said, as well, at least as I said earlier, this game is IKEA frame. Yeah, orbiters. So as I said, this game is what you make of it, and there's more to it than just the real end game. There's various other kinds of end game. Also, you don't have a proper IKEA frame unless you have all of the domestic drones. I'm sorry, that's just the rules. I didn't make them, but I do enforce them. So...
So I think we should have a date posted for next week for the next recall. I already forgot already. Tenno's next top model number 3. We should be posting that announcement either tonight or tomorrow, with all information on the challenges. Yeah. That was about it.
All right, everyone ready to for the results?
I am. I certainly am.
All right, so in third place we have Faven's Excalibur. We really like this one because it really embodied like what we wanted as a Fortuna theme, where you don't really have to focus on the scene or the scenery or anything like that. It's just the palette and the appearance that you show us. And I think that the main center point of the Solaris United emblem just sitting right on his chest, and it just really, it does it for me. I really like it. It's definitely a really good one.
Just with that on the chest and the shoulders, the color,
it's
you get the feel right off the bat without having like everyone beautiful still. But it's like the neon colors and everything that we were thinking was just like it's the opposite of that, but still has Fortuna feels.
They are not the default.
They're not the default colors of Excalibur.
Trust me, I was an Excalibur main for a very long time.
either way, I mean, it just it's just what we want. It definitely speaks as a Fortuna Pride kind of thing. Not necessarily. It doesn't have to be Fortuna. Oh, and look, the maker's there. Ludens, you won 3rd place in our contest. Congratulations! Yay! All right, and now we did have for our 2nd place we had a tie.
Yeah, we're so
we
bad
had for
at
2nd
picking.
place we have Kuva Queen's Nova, and we also have let me get the name because Crunchy Captura's Nova. So both of these are our 2nd place winners.
Yeah, we had a very hard time picking between those two.
Yeah, and the Korra Mithra, because they all looked very similar.
Oh god, the Korra skin. Y'all hit me up with whoever made that Korra skin, like, hit me up. What a babe.
I think we were saying at best we said for means of the warframe, the color palette, attachment, Galia, the weapon, everything, the total combination, like for 2nd place, I want to say these two, like they just fit so beautifully. And especially with the backgrounds, like oh my god.
Yeah.
They were really good.
It's
okay,
just...
Getting to Press Tier Core was absolutely...
Yeah.
We were very close.
It was so damn... I was fighting.
Becky was fighting hard.
Alright, next, and last but not least, for our 1st place, we have Red 02's Volt that looks like it should... it looks like fan art. It looks absolutely amazing.
This was just like the color combination, everything, background, did it, every little grain on the clothes. It's like, I don't know, I have to assume it was captured and photoshopped, but
looks amazing.
Definitely a good one.
It was, all of these were absolutely incredible, and they were so, oh, it was so hard to decide.
You guys are all very good at just taking what the game can give you with colors and all that stuff and what you can get from it and just being like, okay, let me just make it looks like it should be promotional art for the goddamn game.
Yeah, it's like incredible. So many good submissions.
Like the Hildren ones.
Honorable
like
mentions?
Like
yeah, definitely. We definitely have honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions. Yeah, we can say.
Definitely.
Mithra.
I think all of these. It was so hard to choose any of them.
So how we go through this process is we pick our top 3, and then we like send them, and then like discuss and see which ones we have similar. We barely had the same ones. Like we had to like.
Our one in common was all the Volts, so that was the best. That's like we all liked it, and we all couldn't complain about it. There was nothing we could say against why it shouldn't get first. We can say 100% the Korra Mithra was beautiful. The Hildren with Do You Even Lift?
All of these.
Both the Mesas.
All of them were great. It was so hard choosing. Like I felt bad because the first Nova we had was really good too.
Yeah, the first one was like, it was just beautiful. The first one was only done by a little. Yeah, this was really good. We were kind of we were a little stuck on what Fortuna Pride exactly would be too, but I'm really glad how it turned out.
Yeah, we'll go through them one more time. This was Ike's Nova, and we can if you guys want, we can put these all up in we could put the all the submissions up in the channel, and so that way you guys can look at them again. So also, this is Ike's Nova. We had Hoshi's Mesa.
Also, y'all, if
Mesa.
If you did win a prize, please make sure if you're not in Discord, you should totally join the Discord. But go ahead and message out to either one of the CephalonChat contact things or any of us on Discord saying, hey, I won a prize, and then let us know what prize you won, and then one of us will trade you.
Yeah, I'll reach out to you guys. If you email me, I'll I'll message back if you DM'd me on Reddit. I don't think anyone did, but if you email me, if you DM me over Discord, I'll reach out, ask for your IGN. And if you guys aren't on PC or Xbox, we'll definitely work something out.
Yeah. We will work something out. I'll just like PayPal you money to get a plot. I'll give you like a 3-day affinity booster or something.
I'll e-transfer you.
Alright.
Do you take big
do we wanna keep this show going while we do relics, or do we wanna just invite them into the VC?
I think let's call it here and go.
Alright.
Alright.
Because you also, the longer we go, the more you're gonna have to worry about the footage and all that stuff. Alright.
So episode 2. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you everyone.
Thanks to all our new followers, everyone who participated in the contest.
All returning followers.
Yeah, we love you guys. Thanks for the follow, Ludens.
We still plan on holding this weekly.
Definitely weekly, and if it comes to it, maybe we'll start doing it bi-weekly, or like 2 episodes a week or something like that.
Yeah, depending, and maybe switch up the time zones, because I assume there are people who are.
You're breathtaking.
No, you're breathtaking. But no, but since it seems like there might be some time zone things, we might try holding a show earlier or holding it later. But we do plan on, at least if we still do it weekly, we will definitely at least have it once a week. Alright.
Thanks for coming around, guys.
Yep.
Thanks everyone.
See you guys.
Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.